at Road Atlanta, and the lights go green, and a good start by Neiman. We expected that. Good start by Burt.
Oh, and crash right off the line.
Already a big crash there, and these drivers are, oh, he's been up there. Heat2 somehow needs to get past it, but a huge crash there, and I see a green car was involved in that. Carl Ellenbrand's involved in it, and somehow most of these drivers have been able to get through okay. They're full wide on the grass almost as they come up into turn number 2. Having a look to see where Gregor Heat2 is. He's trying to work on the outside at the moment, 3 wide, and there's always another crash to go down into the S. I think Parla was involved in a 3 wide moment there as well. Gregor Heat2 is up into the 16th position, and wow.
A crazy start, and one of the most craziest fact is, I mean, Paula Brink retired, but look at the lead already that Jesse Neiman has established over the rest of the field.
We expected that. Neiman, you know, one of the fastest guys on the racetrack. He started in pole position. He's pretty much got a free race here, and he is leading by a huge gap over the rest of the field. And I have to say, Matthew Bolton's got a very, very slow start here. We're keeping an eye out to see where everyone is. David Williams is looking down to something as they come in, and I have to say, Darren Marsh as well trying to make the move, and Marius, a crazy start here once again. David Williams is moving his way up, and I believe he's actually up into the 2nd position.
Yeah, and I believe Gregor Heat2 spun. It's out of the last turn. He's been spun by Roderick Croynan. Not really sure if he took damage, but he's recovered now, completely out of the gravel, and should be way outside the top 30.
Pablo Lopez, look at him in the 69 car, up into the 16th position.
Absolutely crazy start here already. It just goes to show that anything can happen here in the ProtoICE Cup. As you can see, Pasi Voltonen once again looking towards the inside of Roderick Trunan, but he hasn't got enough momentum yet as they come in towards the penultimate corner, but he's got to be careful because Martin Kroenke being very conveniently placed, darts to the inside, very late manoeuvre there, but he got enough momentum, cuts over the apex very nicely, and he secured that one. Not too much of a fight there by Bolton, who's got a bit wide, and through goes. I think it's going to be Jorn Jens as well, and he's going to be careful. He's losing positions like wildfire here today. Pablo Lopez looking to also take advantage of that one. Can he get the job done now as Lopez and Jorn Jens go into turn 1, and Bolton just held on. Lopez around the outside. Oh, and a big wiggle there.
Oh, and Unalian is off as well. Bristow in the 17 car off of the racetrack. Lopez was able to hold that one and had to pull back in behind Jorn Jens, but Lopez really is trying to put the hammer down early on. He knows this is the best time for him to gain position, as they're going to have to swarm around the right-hand side of Pasi Voltonen. He's just been going backwards in this race.
Oh my goodness, big massive crash! You know, Chris Damrold Jr.
And Voltonen also just been spun around there as well.
Look at this! Absolutely incredible scenes into the supercade. This could end well, surely. Had a bit of contact, and that was inevitable. And luckily, there wasn't too many fireworks. And that was just nailed down to a little firewheel there. But Roderick Trunan expressing his emotions in the jump. Look at this, almost 3 wide into the final corner. It's a spin, and Martin Kroenke's around. He's collected. There, and around they go. And he's kept it going again. A complete pirouette for Kroenke, but poor old Scott Berkshire caught on the poor end of the stick there. And it's another problematic race for him.
So Beckman keeps holding up these guys, keeps holding up Lina Loto, Harpala, and even Lopez. Then even Rico Alatalo and Gregor Heat2 could make the move towards the top 10 as Pablo Lopez is off in turn 1.
Oh no, Pablo Lopez, he's caught back onto the racetrack. He's literally dirt trapping it at the moment. But Lopez, he's had such a good race to this point, he's going to have to slow that car down. You see him doing it in the essence. This is going to allow Ricky to close that gap once again. The 12 car of Ricky Charmander coming down the back straight. A big wiggle for him as he comes down into turn number 6. And Anatawa actually closing that gap. That was at the final corner down the straightaway into turn number 1 to move Ilkka Harpala up into the 7th position. Henry Backman into 8th, and ahead of them Jorn Jens took the chicane very badly there. He might have to slow down and give up a little bit of speed. He went very wide into turn number 3. And this is going to allow Harpala to close right up to the rear of Jorn Jens in the 00.
Yeah, and Jörn has been having problems all race long. I believe he's also got some damage to his race car in the last couple of laps. Taking a look at his lap times, he's been consistently in the 108s until lap 11 as he spins the car almost. He catches it back, but Ilkka Harpala will go past, and Henry Backman will be right at his tail at the end of the straight and might even attack him there. However, back to the times, he's now into the 110, sorry, and 111s. So there's definitely something wrong with this car. Straight line speed still seems to he okay? Is he trying it this time? No. It's another train formed, this time by Ilka Harpala at the top, followed by Jörn Jens. However, talking about damage, not only these few guys seem to have damage, but also Pablo Lopez seems to be right behind Gregor Heat2 now, so he's already past Pablo Lopez there. And just taking a look where that happened, a little mistake of Pablo Lopez there, out of the slow right-hander, and Heat2 was amazingly fast passed, and 4 seconds made up quite quickly there. So you've seen the incident between Gregor Heat2 and Rico Alatolo and several other incidents, and I can't believe that Heat2 is completely undamaged still. He's still doing the same straight line speed, and I just can't believe that, and he's still absolutely undamaged.
Indeed, and someone needs to take a look at that car one day. And I have to say for Pablo Lopez as well, the fact that he's finishing this race is always going to be an achievement for him. I'm not going to speak too soon. In fact, I'm going to flick away from Pablo Lopez and just hope that he finishes the race, because I do not want to put a commentator curse on him.
And Gregor was not able to do enough. So Jörn Jens 7th, Gregor Heat2 8th.
And Heat2 almost actually lost 9th position to Henry Backman because of the way he clipped the chicane. He had to slow down, and Heat2 was able to just roll that car down the hill enough to satisfy the iRacing steward, to the point that he didn't gain too much time in the chicane. However, he made it work on the last lap. He tried to give it a go. You know, you make those last lap passes knowing that it's either going to end up well, or you have a fallback position. For Heat2, he will come home in the 8th spot. All these cars now coming past the start-finish line. Pablo Lopez in 11th position, the last lead lap cars. So, time for us to run through final race results for the 10th round of the ProtoICE $1,000 Cup. And Jesse Nieminen, after his disappointment in round number 1 of today, comes home in the 1st position, an 8.3 second gap over David Williams. Darren Marsh in 3rd was able to get past Anthony Waselli away from our TV screens, and Roger Cronin in 4th, Anthony Waselli in 5th, Ilka Harpala in the 6th position, Jörn Jens in 7th, Gregor Heat2 in 8th, Henry Backman in 9th, Tapane Lanioto rounding out your top 10. Pablo Lopez in the 69 car finishing the race mercifully after starting the race from, get this, all the way down in the 33rd position, so 22 positions gained for him.